Your nigga's on the down low, if this came across your timeline. And for my non-black viewers, because I don't want to hear you say it, your man is probably on the down low too. Now, I got a whole man in this bed right now, and I used to be a DL myself. So I'm going to show you how you can spot a DL man from a mile away.
So the first time I ever heard about men on the down low, I think I heard it on an old episode of the Oprah Winfrey Show. This was like 64,000 years ago. And it was a man by the name of Gyal King. I'll never forget his name, Gyal King, who was talking about being on the down low. So for those of you who don't know what the DL is, or living life on the DL is, it's when a heterosexual man, and I'm going to put my quote fingers up there for those of you who are listening and don't see me doing it. A heterosexual man says that he enjoys having sexual relations with another man. But they usually keep it very covert. It's secret. It's undercover. Nobody knows. They're not coming out as bisexual because they don't view themselves as being bisexual. They view themselves as being straight, but they just like having sex with men.
Are you gay?
How you gonna ask me a question like that?
That part.
I'm just a man who enjoys having sex with another man.
That part. So a lot of women online have expressed some serious concerns about their men being potentially on the down low. Now, they have their reasons for it. I don't think these are just women who are just like looking at their husbands or their boyfriends and going,
I wonder if he's on the down low.
There are certain things that they're seeing, certain attitudes, certain traits that they're exhibiting, which make them question whether their men are truly heterosexual or if they are tinkering with the same side. Well, there's this TikToker who says that he knows the ways that you ladies can determine if your man is on the DL. So this is going to be very interesting. I have not watched this in its entirety because I like to be shocked like you are. So we're going to get right into it in this reaction video. By the way, my name is Rogan. This is the ThisBahamianGyal podcast. On my platform, I do social commentary and reaction videos. I encourage my audience to have private conversations in public. Lego.
Love me or hate me, God knows you made it. When he let his eyes on me.
Your nigga's on the down low, if this came across your timeline. And for my non-black viewers, because I don't want to hear you say it, your man is probably on the down low too. Now, I got a whole man in this bed right now, and I used to be a DL myself. So I'm going to show you how you can spot a DL man from a mile away. Now, I woke up to this many comments and Jesus Devante Christ from women saying that DL men smell like booty. He smells like booty. Now, the search of that video being DL man smell is crazy. But here are some actual signs. And do y'all mind if I dye my hair while we do this?
No, sir, we don't mind if you dye your hair. I'm interested in that process. But he says he has a whole man in the bed right now. So I take it that he is no longer on the DL. He's just out of the closet and is just fully gay and embracing that.
DL men smell like booty? I'm gonna have to stop you right there. I know I said on the last video that you could smell it when one shows up. But where y'all went with that is actually homophobic and is no different than me saying all women smell like period blood or that y'all can't drive. Them is stereotypes. When I was DL,
I don't understand is what they will say they smell like us.
you know what actually gave me away? And I actually had somebody clock me on this? The comment section. Now, back in the day when IG was messy and would tell you what your friends would comment on people's pictures, that's exactly how I got caught. By my best friend's girlfriend. She said she knew the second she saw what I commented. Now, while you're on social media, go ahead and check the following list too. If the guy to girl ratio is off and he follows more pretty dudes than pretty ladies, I got news for you. Now, speaking of best friends, if he treats the bros better than he treats women, if he spends more time with them than he does with you, he's DL. You're not gonna like me for this one, but most black men that only white girls are DL. They come knocking at my door usually. This is a big one. Is he a hoe? If he has at least 3 kids with multiple women. Now, in my DL days, I've probably hooked up with just under 1,000 people. Never had an STD. Thank you, Jesus. We've all been hoes before, but there's a certain level of that DL men do because you just can't scratch that itch.
Did he just say 1,000? Let me get my full Bahamian accent. He say 1,000? Let me run that back real quick. Hold on, because I making my notes. I hope y'all ladies making y'all notes. Let me run that back real quick. Let me run it back real quick. I'm gonna run it back real quick. I'm gonna run it back real quick. I'm gonna run it back real quick.
Now, in my DL days, I've probably hooked up with just under 1,000 people. Never had an STD. Thank you, Jesus. We've all been hoes before, but there's a certain level of that DL men do because you just can't scratch that itch. Which brings me to my next point. Strong feelings towards women. A lot of men hate women, but you already know that. And I'm talking he hates his mom, his sisters. He competes with women. He's mean to women, but nice to men, because some people are just mean to everybody. There's a reason he doesn't have good relationships with women. Red flag. Now back to the friends. If he has a friend that doesn't like you or treats you weird, that's the one you the side piece. You're in the way of their relationship. You the cover, baby. Now this one's obvious. We all can recognize this. Macho men. If he says, yo, I ain't with that gay shit. Yeah, I'm cool with you, but keep the gay shit over there to one of your gay friends. He's one of your gay friends.
Ooh, let me stop right there. He is preaching. Preaching. I have gay friends, and they will tell you a lot of these guys, the ones who are so macho, I can't stand this. They use the F word, not the F-U word, rhymes with hag, that word, hate that word. They use that word all the time. Oh, these, you know what, rhymes with maggots. Oh, they be the main ones. One of my friends, a guy, showed me a fella who, if you saw this dude, he looks like I will body slam the world. He was big, tall, very masculine, like uber masculine, like kind of hood kind of guy. Like if you saw him, you'd be like, oh, that's like a real man's man, that type of guy. He was into men. But on the surface, he would criticize gay men. He would talk trash about gay men. I mean, like belittle them in the front of his friends, his boys, whatever. But he was into men heavy. Ooh, young man, you are preaching. He is preaching all these things, what he's saying. And these are things that we as women say online as well, right? Or with our friends, like, why does this guy hate women so much? Why do you hate women so much? It's like, it's an animosity that is unexplainable. And it's like they have a deep-seated, deep-rooted hatred for women. Everything what this guy is saying is so freaking relatable. Let's continue. But I just had to stop on that one because when my friend pointed out this man, I was like, there's no way. And listen, my gay dog needs to be finely tuned. But when I hear men, it's usually like a red flag. It's a tell for me. When they're like super, like, because to me, if you are a straight man, you don't like gay men, it won't be all this energy. It won't be all this fire. It won't be all this heat. You know what I'm saying? It will not be all of that. It's like, okay, I don't like them. I don't like their lifestyle. You know, nah, I'm good. And just keep it moving. But like when you see like there's like a protracted spewing of venom because they just hate gay men or they just hate gay people, I'd be like, something up here. You're protesting too much. Young man, you die looking good. Let's keep going. Woo, but that one right, I had to stop on that one right there.
Now back to the friends. If he has a friend that doesn't like you or treats you weird, that's the one you the side piece. You're in the way of their relationship. You the cover, baby.
Sorry, I have to stop it. This is a reaction video. That really is a red flag. Because if you are a woman with a man, and your man, this your dude, his best friend always having beef with you, whether you're married to them or you're just dating or whatever, his friend always have an attitude with you. Why is that person still your friend? Unless the woman is super duper problematic. And most men, at least the men I know, would be like, nah, I just don't even want to be in that person's space. But they're not going to be beefing with you. You know what I'm saying? They're not going to be beefing with you. And why would your man be okay with his guy friend beefing with his lady? At some point, the dude should check his friend, right? He'd be like, hey, you ain't talking to my woman like that. If he just kind of like hands off and he just letting that happen, you are the side piece, like this guy saying. You got it, boo. You got it, boo, and your hair dye is looking good. Let's keep going.
What's actually funny, straight married men are the gayest men I know. Most straight men spend most of their time with their girlfriends or their wives. They ain't no clocker. They be kikiing with their girl. They'll watch baddies with their girl and act like they wasn't even into the show. Ones that are afraid to look gay or be even remotely close to femininity, it's DL.
I don't know about the most. I do believe a lot of married men who profess to be straight are gay. Absolutely. You know something? And I said this on my platform years ago. It's like, I'd rather you just go and be gay. I know for a lot of you, you know, you don't want the societal backlash, or you don't want to have to deal with your family members or your friends like having an attitude with you coming out the closet, but go live your life truthfully. Go live your life truthfully. Why get involved in a relationship, a marriage especially, and you don't want women, you don't like women, you're not attracted to women, that's not what does it for you. There's also the option of abstinence and just being by yourself, you know. You don't have to fall into those categories. You could just be like, I'm attracted to men, but I don't want to live a gay lifestyle, so I'm just gonna, you know, go my way. You could do that too. I'm just gonna be by myself. You could do that as well. But why lie? But a lot of married men ain't lie. I can't give you a percentage because I haven't polled every married man on the planet, but you know, I can tell you there's a lot of them just living on the down low because they don't want to live with the societal backlash or the family backlash. They don't want to deal with any of that stuff. Anyway, drop your comments down below. Let me know what you think, because this was such a good little... I'm going to tag him down below too. This was so fun to watch and so interesting. And I think women should really definitely take heed because, as he says, this is a confessions of an ex-DL man. Who better than him to tell us what to go on? I can listen to you, boo. Anyway, drop your comments down below. I will see you all in the next episode. Love you guys. Bye. Toodles.
I don't wake up holding another man, walking down the street, holding some man's hands. That's gay.